Good morning, one and all present here. This is Amit Kumar Singh, and welcome to my third session on trigonometry. So, guys, I hope you have liked the previous two sessions on trigonometry, what I've done, and you have learned a lot from these two sessions. So, basically, we had started discussing our concepts on different trigonometric ratio. What is the history of trigonometry? So we have done a lot of discussion about the beginning of trigonometry and then the application of trigonometry uh, while working on triangles. In that, we have learned about different trigonometric ratios. We have went further. We talked about the graph of different trigonometric ratios. We understood the quadrant. What is the relevance of quadrant while finding out the value of different trigonometric ratios, and simultaneously we have discuss basic concept of domain and the range for sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta when we plotted the graph. So we have done a lot of discussion and we have solved a couple of problems on the basic concepts on trigonometry till now. Basically, in this class, what I'll do, I'll continue my discussion to the concept what I have done till now. So this is trigonometry three. So this is trigonometry three session for me. The third session trigonometry for me. The only thing, please do not forget the formulas. All the formulas, what all I have mentioned. So different identities, different expression, all these are very important for while solving problems on trigonometry. If we are good in this, definitely we can easily solve the problems. So solving problem will not be big thing if we are good in understanding these concepts. Okay, now going further, the few more formulas, because trigonometry is all about formula only. So the formula for changing the product into sum or difference. So 2 sine A cos B, that is sine A plus B plus sine A minus B. So sine A plus B means sine A cos B plus cos A sine B, and then plus sine A minus B means sine A cos B minus cos A sine B, so that they will get cancelled. So ultimately, 2 sine A cos B left. So remember this formula. Ultimately, this derived from that expression only. So because if you remember sine A, if you remember sine A plus sine B is nothing but sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. You know this, and plus sine A minus B would be, this would be sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. So with this and this get cancelled. So ultimately you'll get this. So 2 sine A cos B is sine A plus B plus sine A minus B. So then sine A plus B minus sine A minus B would be 2 cos A sine B. Okay, so remember this. So if you do sine A minus B minus of sine A minus B, then this and this will get cancelled. So ultimately, you left with 2 cos A sin B. Similarly, when we talk about 2 cos A cos B, that is cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. So in the same way, you can derive this. So cos A plus B means cos A cos B minus sin A, then sin B. So this is plus cos A minus B means cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. So sin A sin B will get cancelled. You'll get 2 cos A cos B. Similarly, 2 sin A sin B is cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. So remember, 2 sin A sin B is cos A minus B minus of cos A plus B. Okay, same way you can derive that. Then next formula you can keep in your mind is sine A plus sine B. That is 2 sine A plus B by 2. Then cos A minus B by 2. Similarly, sine A minus sine B. So that is 2 cos A plus B by 2. Then sine A minus B by 2. Then similarly cos A plus cos B, that is 2 cos A plus B by 2 cos A minus B by 2. Then going further, cos A minus cos B is 2 sine A plus B by 2 sine A B minus A by 2. Then 2 sine A means 2 sine A, 2 sine 2A, sine 2A. So the sine 2A means 2 sine A cos A. And then this you can write as 2 tan A by 1 plus tan square A. Okay. So sine 2A is 2 sine A cos A. Then you can write this as 2 tan A 1 plus tan square A. Similarly, 10 to A means 2 tan A divided by 1 minus tan square A. Similarly, cos 2A means cos square A minus sin square A, and you know that sin square A plus cos square A equal to 1. So you can write this that is equal to 2 cos square A minus 1, or you that is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square A, or that you can write as 1 minus tan square A divided by 1 plus tan square A. Similarly, cot 2A means cot square A minus 1 by 2 cot A. Similarly, sin 3A is 3 sin A minus 4 sin cube A. And cos 3A means 4 cos cube A minus 3 cos A. Similarly, tan 3A means 3 tan A minus tan cube A divided by 1 minus 3 tan square A. So please make sure you write down these formulas and memorize this formula. This will be helpful at the time when you try to attempt the questions on trigonometry. Although for competitive exam, these formulas are not that much important, but even then, if you can remember, it would be really good for you. At least remember at least this, or that this is important. These four are important for you. Then probably this is important. Okay, for exam point of view, sin A plus sin B. Okay, keep that in your mind. Others, if you can ignore also, you can ignore. Okay, so this is the question. So if 5 cos square A plus sin square A equal to 4 and theta is acute angle, find the value of theta. So here, in order to solve this question, you can either write cos square A equal to 1 minus sin square A, or either you can write sin square A equal to 1 minus cos square A. Okay, so that way you can write them. So imagine in place of sine square theta, if I write 1 minus cos square theta, so then you will get 4 cos square theta is equal to 3. Then you can write cos theta equal to root 3 by 2. So ultimately the value of theta would be equal to 30 degrees. Okay, simple question. Then uh, you can, next question you can remember. Next question you can remember that find the maximum and minimum value of 7 cos theta plus 24 sin theta. So find the maximum and minimum value of this. So very important for exam point of view. This question is very important. So you can remember generalized formula or result of A cos theta plus B sin theta. That generalized formula is that the values range from minus of root of A square plus B square till root of A square plus B square. So the generalized form of, you can understand this 7 cos theta plus 5 sin theta. So you remember the generalized formula of this. So this is the generalized formula. So with that you can easily find the answer. So if you want discussion on that part, we can have a discussion. Otherwise, you can simply understand that generalized form of this formula can easily understand. So the generalized form of this formula, it values range between minus 25 to plus 25. Okay, so this is the formula what we use. Based on this formula I'm talking about. So this you can understand this. So A cos theta plus B sin theta. So it, the generalized form is from minus of root of A square plus B square till root of A square plus B square. And you can, if you want to prove it, we can prove it. So we can assume a triangle where we can assume a triangle where you where the angle is suppose 5 and your perpendicular is 7 and base is 24, then your hypotenuse would be 25. So then you can find the value. In that context, I can sine phi is equal to 7 by 25 and cos phi is equal to 24 by 25. Okay, and then if I multi for this, I want the answer for this. So if I multiply 25 to both numerator and denominator, so what I can say, so so I can say 7 by 25 cos theta, and inside bracket 25 inside 7 by 25 cos theta plus 24 by 25 sin theta. 7 by 25 is, you know, that is sin phi, and 24 by 25 you know that that is cos phi. So ultimately you will get in the form of sin A plus B, sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, that is nothing but sin A plus B. So ultimately you got this expression, and ultimately once you get this expression, you know the maximum and minimum value of any sign in any sign, alpha, theta, anything, that is from -1 to +1. So with this I can derive the minimum and maximum value of this. Okay. So I hope you understood this. So similarly, I can ask you, find the minimum and maximum value of this. So this is 3 cos theta plus 4 sin theta plus 5. So you know that the minimum and maximum value of this, suppose this is A, that will be from -5 to +5. You know this, you know this very well. Now if I add 5 both sides, so if I add 5 with both sides, so this value will range from, this value will range from 0 to 10. Fine. And then if I ask you what cannot be the value of this is CAT question, CAT 2014 question. So what cannot be the value of 4 sin theta, 4 sin x cos x plus in bracket 1 plus sin x cos x. So I simple, it's not big difficult. You, by looking at this, something should come in your mind. So I hope you remember 2 sin a cos a. So 2 sin a cos a is nothing but sin 2a. You can remember this. So 4 sin x cos x, 1 plus sin x cos x. So you can write 4 as 2 into 2 sin x cos x. Then 1 plus this I can write in this form, 1 plus 1 by 2 into 2 sin x cos x. So then you know that 2 sin x cos x is nothing but sin 2x. So 1 plus sin 2x by 2. Now I what I'll do, I'll find the maximum value of this. The maximum value of this, in order to find the maximum value of this, for that sin 2x will be equal to 1. So in that, if you in place of sin 2x equal to 1, so the maximum value of this expression will be 3. So any value, if you think of any value which is greater than 3, so any value for this equation, the maximum value for this equation, the maximum value of this expression is 3. So in that context, you can understand, you cannot take any value which is more than 3 here. If you want minimum value, so minimum value would be, you can put -1 here in this expression. So if you put -1 into this expression, so you can put, this is -2. This would be 1 minus, this would be 1 minus 1 by 2. This would be -1, 1 minus 1 by 2. So this is -2, 1 by 2. -2, 1 by 2. This would be -1. So the minimum value of this expression would be -1. So the maximum value is 3 and the minimum value would be -1. Okay, now next question. Suppose if I ask you this question, that suppose if I ask you this question, there's a triangle ABC. In that 3 sin A plus 4 cos B equal to 6, and 3 cos A plus 4 sin B equal to 1. Okay, so what you need to do, you have to determine the angle C. So this kind of, if you get a question where you see some kind of form of linear equation in trigonometric ratios expression, then the best way to solve this kind of question is to the best way to solve this kind of question is to do squaring both sides. So do squaring both sides. So here do squaring for both the expression, do squaring. So then this they are in the form of a plus b whole square. So you will get a square plus b square plus 2ab. So once you get a square plus b square plus 2ab, then you can add them. So if you add them, then you know that sine square a plus cos square a will be 1. Similarly, you know that cos square b plus sine square b will be 1. So going further, you will get this expression as 9 plus 16 plus 24 sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. So you know that sine A cos B plus cos A sine B is nothing but sine A plus B. So ultimately you get this as an expression. Now if you bring 25 toward RHS, so then you will find the value of sine A plus B equal to 1 by 2. So if sine A plus B equal to 1 by 2, if sine A plus B equal to 1 by 2, so with that you will get the value of A plus B. So A plus B, if A plus B is an acute angle, then the answer would be 30 degree. Otherwise, if A plus B sum is more than 90 degree, then it would be 150 degree. So if you find the value of A plus B, if A plus B is 30 degree, then angle C would be 150 degree. And if A plus B is 150 degree, then the value of angle C would be 30 degree. Fine. So once you understood this, now there would be confusion in our mind that what is the value of angle C? Is angle C is 150 degree, or is angle C is 30 degree? So in order to do that, what you can do, in order to realize that what is the value of angle C, the value of angle C is either 150 degree, or the value of angle C is 30 degree. To find the actual value of angle C, you can consider first equation. If you consider, you will not get as such any result. If I consider second equation, so this was your second equation, this is your equation 2. So that was 4 cos A plus 3 cos A plus 4 sin B equal to 1. So I can write cos A equal to 1 minus 4 sin B by 3. So you know about sine B, that imagine if I want the minimum value of cos A, imagine I want the minimum value of cos A. So I'll put the minimum value of sine B. So the sine B minimum value, imagine, so minimum value, I know I can put 0, but for the time being I put, in order to minimize this expression, or in order to simplify this expression, suppose if I put sine B equal to 0, maybe if I consider the angle B as 0 degree, so because so three angle is there ABC, so I assume that the angle B is 0 degree. I'm putting angle B equal to 0 degree. I just want to minimize their values, so I put angle B equal to 0 degree. So I want to find the minimum value of angle A. What is the minimum value of angle A? So once we find the minimum value of angle A, then we can find the maximum value of angle C. Then, so in that case, if I put sine B equal to 0, so then I get the cos A expression as 1 by 3. So cos A would be 1 by 3, and you know about the cos A value, that cos 0 degree is 1, then cos 30 degree is around zero point 0.8, that is root 3 by 2, then it is 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2 is 1.414, means 5 by 7, 5 by 7 to 0.71, so 0.71, then cos 45 degree is 0.71 something, 0.7143, and then cos 60 degree, is 0.5. Okay, cos 90 degree is 1. So you know that cos 60 degree, is 0.5, and cos 90 degree is 0. So if I'm looking for this value, this is 0.33. With this, you can understand this value lies between 60 to 90 degrees. So if I put B, if I'm putting angle B as 0 degree, then the minimum value of angle A I'm getting, which is, it is between 60 degree to 90 degree. This is the minimum value of angle A I'm getting. Worst case situation, this is the minimum value of angle A what I'm getting, that it is between 60 degree to 90 degree. So you can understand, then in any case the sum of A plus B cannot be 30 degree. That way the value of angle C cannot be 150 degree. So ultimately you can cancel the first case. Then you can say A plus B is 150 degree. So your angle C is equal to 30 degree. Now this expression, next question we discuss is 5 sin x plus 4 cos x equal to 3, and then find the value of 4 sin x minus 5 cos x. If you want to find this value, then again what you do squaring both side. Simple, always when you get these kind of question, do squaring both sides. Suppose this is k, to do squaring of k. So if you do this, so here they have taken x, so it doesn't matter. So you can do squaring both side and then add it. So you know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. You know that cos square theta plus sine square theta is 1. So then ultimately you get the value of x. Very simple. Okay, so you get the value of x. So the value of x you get is root 32. Root 32 is nothing but 4 root. And so I hope if you are understanding all this. So based on this, let's do one problem. So given that uh, cos x plus cos y is equal to 1. So it is given that cos x plus cos y equal to 1. So you have to find the range of find the range of find the range of sin x minus sin y. Find the range of sin x minus sin y. This is a problem. It is given that cos x plus cos y is equal to 1. Find the range of sin x minus sin y. Okay, so let's try to solve this question. So if I solve this question, that so suppose the range of sin x plus sin y, don't write x, write equal to k. Let the range of sin x plus sin y is equal to k. Minimum value and maximum value you have to find. Okay, so minimum range means what? Minimum and maximum. No? So suppose this is equal to k. So then if I do squaring both sides, so I can say cos square x plus cos square y plus 2 cos x cos y is equal to 1, and this is sin square x plus sin square y minus 2 sin x sin y is equal to k square. Now if I add them, then sin square x plus cos square x will be 1, and sin square y plus cos square y would be 1. Then you can write 2 common if I take, then you will get cos x cos y minus sin x sin y is equal to 1 plus k square. So I can cancel 1k, so 1 plus 2. So this is nothing but cos x plus y. This is nothing but cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. This is the formula of cos x plus y, that is equal to k square. So this is equal to k square. Okay, now you want the value, no? You want the minimum and maximum value of cos theta. So you know that minimum value of cos theta would be -1 and the maximum value of cos theta would be +1. So you know that, no? So minimum value. So now the maximum value of k would be, so that is what you want the range. So this would be 1 plus 2. So the maximum value of this is 1 minus 1 to plus 1. This is k square. So k square is equal to 3. K square is equal to 3. So the value of k is plus minus root 3. So this is the value of k what you're getting. A range you are getting as plus minus 3. Sorry, plus minus root 3. And then what I can do, I can find the another way, another expression I can do, find the minimum value of k. So for that, what I'll do, I'll put this as -1. This is k square. So you'll get 1 minus 2, means you'll get 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 is -1. K square is equal to -1. So you'll get a imaginary number here. You get an imaginary number here. You can ignore it. So ultimately, you can write the range of k is equal to minus of root 3 to plus root 3. That would be the range of k. Fine. So I hope you are understanding. Uh, Going further, suppose if I ask you this question, find the number of solution if 10x plus sec x is equal to 2 cos x. If I ask you this question, so how to solve this question? Now you know that 10x is sin x by cos x and sec x is 1 by cos x. So you just need to simplify them. Once you simplify them, then denominator is cos x. So you can, if you go further, you got this relationship that sin x plus 1 is equal to 2 cos square x. So I can say that sin x plus 1, in place of cos square x, I can write 1 minus sin square x. So ultimately I get a quadratic equation. And if I solve this quadratic equation, ultimately I get a quadratic equation. So this is the quadratic equation I get. So imagine this is nothing but 2a square plus a minus 1, something like this. If suppose a equal to sin x. So in that form, in that way, I can say that sin x value is either 1 by 2 or minus 1. So sin x value, when you talk about sin x value is either 1 by 2 or sin x value is minus 1. So sin x value would be -1 at 3 pi by 2. And similarly, sin x value would be 1 by 2 at 30 degree and 150 degree. So we did a lot of problem in past where we saw that. So with this, you can find the value of x as pi by 6 or 3 pi by 6 or 3 pi by 2. Okay, so number of solutions. So you can say how many solutions exist. Three solutions exist for the x. Fine. So now just find the minimum maximum value. So you can do it very easily. So you know that this is 20, 15 and 18 right angle triangle. So that would be 17. So plus 15 you're talking about. So this value, suppose this is equal to x. So this value will lies between what? This value, this value, this value will lies between what? So you know this. One minute, let me open it again. One. So you know this very well. So you know that that for a cos theta plus b sine theta, so the value range from minus of root of a square plus b square till root of a square plus b square. So you know that 8 and 15. You know that the triplet, Pythagoras triplet. So the root of a square plus b square of them would be 17. So then here plus 15 is there. So their value range, if this value, their value will range from minus 17 to plus 17. Okay, so their value will range from minus 17 to plus 17. If plus 5 is plus 15 is there. So this value will range from minus 2 plus minus of x, then 17 plus 15, that is 32. So this would be the range, you can understand. Now, if I talk about this question number 2, so if 2 sin x divided by 1 plus cos x plus sin x is equal to t, then find this value. Then find this value. Then find the value of 1 minus cos x plus sin x divided by 1 plus sin x. If I ask this value, so how will you do this? So how will you do this? So it is given that 2 sin x, it is given 2 sin x by 1 plus uh, cos x plus sin x. It's given to you t. You have to find you have to find what you have to find this value, that is 1 minus cos x. You find this value 1 minus cos x plus sin x divided by 1 plus sin x. This value you have to find. Okay, so what I can do for them, so I can write 2 sin x. This is 1 plus sin x plus cos x. This I can write. Okay, this, so what you do, rationalize this. So 1 plus sin x minus cos x, multiply that with both sides. 1 plus sin x minus cos x, multiply with both sides. So you will get 2 sin x, then 1 plus sin x minus cos x. Then this is a plus b into a minus b. So this is 1 plus sin x whole square minus cos square x. So all are equal to t. All are equal to t. So all are equal to t. So going further, what I can do? So going further, I can write 2 sin x, then 1 plus sin x minus cos x. So if I open the bracket, this is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So in place of cos square x, I can write 1 minus sin square x. This is equal to t. So then I can write this as 2 sin x 1 plus sin x minus cos x. Then I can write this as 2 sin square x plus 2 sin x equal to t. Fine. So then what I can do? I can going further. If I write 2 sin x into 1 plus sin x minus cos x. Now I can take 2 sin x common. This is sin x plus 1, that is equal to t. So this get cancelled. So this and this get cancelled. So ultimately you left with t equal to 1 minus cos x plus sin x divided by 1 plus sin x. This was supposed to be found. You have to found this only. You have to found this only. 1 minus cos x plus sin x divided by 1 plus sin x. This is what you have to find. So this value is equal to t1. I hope this is clear with you. Fine. So all this third already I've done. Fourth also I've done. Fourth I've done. Find the range of, we did fourth already. Fifth also I have done. So means I've more or less I have covered all together everything. So I hope you have understood what all we have discussed in this session. So I hope it was learning for all of you and you enjoyed this session. So with that great note that it was learning for all of you and you have enjoyed from this session. It's time to say goodbye to all of you. So everyone, please make a note of all the kind of concepts and the approach of solving the problem. What we have learned till now, this will be helpful for you when you solve the problems of trigonometry whenever it comes for the exam. So I hope you have understood what all I have taught you till now. So it's time to say goodbye to all of you. Thank you, everyone. So take care. Bye. Keep learning. Keep learning. Y equal to x square. Keep learning. Thank you, everyone. Bye.